What is up, YouTube? Thank you for watching the Big John Show. Sorry about that. I can't even really talk right now. So just a little heads up for everybody. And I've been seeing this in the news, on YouTube. Everybody fusses about certain stores that check your receipt. Why are they checking my receipt? If they don't trust the person who rung me up, why are they there ringing me up? If they don't trust me at self-checkout, then why is there self-checkout? Oh, well, I don't steal. Oh, well, they make me feel like a thief. Oh, they racist. No, they're there to do a job. They get paid to do a job. And their job is theft deterrent. Yes, that's what their job is. They're not calling you a thief. They're calling thieves thieves. They're catching them. They're trying to do everything they can in order to make a bonus check. Just like some of y'all doing your jobs, where if all the inventory goes out on time, you meet production on time, you sell enough stock, you flip enough hamburgers, you flip enough hot dogs, you make enough sandwiches, you get a bonus. You know, you show up to work on time, you get a bonus. But that's what these people's job, that's what they're hired to do. And it upsets me that a lot of people on YouTube and everything else are like, you know, I cuss them out. I run the opposite way. You know, they're going to treat me like crap. I treat them like crap. But nobody comes to your job and tells you how to flip your hamburger. Nobody comes to your job tells you how to cut the grass. Nobody comes to your job and tells you how to make the taco. So, they are hired to double check your receipt. They're not calling you a thief. People forget. People leave stuff on the bottom of the cart. They forget to scan it. You know, thieves have been caught going out with stuff not in a bag. Thieves have been caught with things in a bag. So if y'all don't like such said store that does this, you're really not gonna like them. Pretty much, you know, everybody's gotten to the, you know, self-service of grocery stores. You know, you want to go in, you want to scan your own stuff, you want to pay your own, you know, whatever, you want to do whatever, you know, to knock out the middleman. And that's what made it hard for a lot of towns, a lot of cities to bring such big name grocery store to, or all around store to counties and cities, is that it was going to take the mom and pop, the friendly feeling, the I know this person, I know that person, the all around good nature of people out of the grocery shopping or buying experience. And they succeeded. I mean, a lot of y'all personally know me. We live in a small town. The small town we live in, a lot of places shut down because such said store opened up. We used to have like mom and pop feed and seed stores where you could go buy your lawnmowers, you could go buy your grass, you could go buy plants, you know, and you could buy dog food and stuff like that. And it was cheaper. Well, let me get down to the point. So the point is, this store is about to make a lot of changes. including the people who you speak to and the people you are rude as heck to going out the door. They will be what they call loss prevention now. What they're going to start doing is, everybody's seeing this on the news. Some stuff you haven't seen on the news that they're going to start doing, but some stuff you have. So nothing I'm telling you is nothing you cannot look up on your own or watch the news and find out. There are lawsuits against the store for, this reason. A lot of y'all are walking in, y'all like to see the aged gentleman, the aged woman, standing there with a good sense of humor. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to this store. They're letting a lot of them go. I know around here it was a big deal because some places in Georgia had some handicapped people working the door, and they're letting them go because they can't do anything else in the store. So such store is getting sued for that reason, because their job is now obsolete. So they're getting let go, and they're not finding them a job at such store to work. A lot of these faces you see now when you walk in the store, you will not see anywhere else in the store unless they go there to shop. But on to the next thing. What such store is trying to get done is, Publix, Kroger, one of them already have it, where you can go in and scan the barcode on all the items that you put in your buggy, and then you go up to the baggage area, you bag your stuff, you swipe your phone, you pay for it, you go on out the door. You see where this is going, right? So now big name store is gonna start doing that too. Everybody got mad at this store when they had, scan your receipt, like every other store has. Scan your receipt or use such and such card at the register and you get a discount, and you get to pick and choose when you can use your discount. Well, big box store did this for a while and was like, nope, we're not going to do it anymore. You scan the desk when you walk out. If you don't scan the desk, you SOL. And it really made a lot of people mad. Because what a lot of people were doing, cheating the system. Also, cheating big box store, aka stealing. Scanning receipts. Didn't belong to them. They found out in the parking lot. And I mean, you could look at it many different ways, where you were stealing money from the big box store, or you stealing money from somebody else because it was their receipt. Who cares? I don't care. I'm just letting you know what's going on. So what big box store is going to do now is their loss prevention people who are going to be working the front door is going to stop everybody. And you might cuss them out, and you might run through the door. You might whatever. But what they're going to do, they're going to start writing down who you are, what you look like. See where I'm going with this? And a lot of people don't know, but if you look, and this is on YouTube, the same guy who started facial recognition is the same guy who used to be head over Walmart. So the facial recognition that you see that cops use to solve crimes and stuff like that, Walmart has. Most of your casinos have. Some of your banks have. Walmart has it too. Dang. Anyway, Well, I done let the cat out of the bag and it's too late to delete this video. So anyway, what they're going to start doing is, what you're going to do is, instead of going around putting all your items in the cart, going to a register and paying for them that way, what you're going to be able to do now is take out your phone, scan every item, and then when you go up to the front, you're going to be able to print out a receipt from a little kiosk. You're going to scan your phone, or scan the barcode on your phone from your receipt. It's going to print out your receipt. Or you just hand the person your phone, or they scan your phone and print out the receipt. And what they're going to do then is they're going to take and bag every one of your items according to the receipt. Yeah. So there's no more running out the door, because your payment has not actually went through until this person does this job. So run out the door you want to, that is now theft. Your payment does not process until you go through this person at the front door. But that's what they're planning on doing. That's what, I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, like I said, there's another store already doing it. Whether it be Kroger, Publix, some other grocery stores already doing it. Then you got your curbside pickup, where you can do just about all your groceries and whatever else knickknacks you might want or need. You can do them through the curbside pickup. Me, myself, I miss the pulling up to a gas station and you asking the guy, hey, fill her up. A lot of y'all people are too young to remember that. And a lot of y'all older people remember it. Why he would fill up your car, she would fill up your car. They check your oil. Top off all your fluids. Like your water, your radiator fluid, they put water in it. Check your tire pressure and fill your car up at the same time. I miss that. Because now you go into the gas station, you wait in a line. And let me tell you the coolest thing. Ooh, excuse me. I forget what town I was in Florida a few months ago. And I pulled up, there was a young man standing outside. Man, pull up, and I mean, they were at every gas pump, so it wasn't just some crazy fella standing there. You pulled up, yeah, gas was a little bit more expensive, but you pulled up, told them fill it up, or $5, $10, whatever you want to put in it. He tell you to pop your hood if you want your fluids checked. Check all your fluid. He would refill windshield washer fluid for free. And a lot of y'all, man, ain't put windshield washer fluid in your car since you bought it. But they would fill it up for free. They would check all your fluids. You cut your car off and check all your fluids. They wouldn't pop your radiator cap, but, he'd let you know, hey, you need some radiator fluid. Look at your brake fluid. Look at everything. Come back with your receipt, with your change. You going about your way. If you had, something that needed to be done, they would tell you. That was freaking awesome to me, because it was something that not everybody likes to do. A lot of us are lazy. A lot of people are lazy. You only change your oil when the oil light comes on. You only check your brake fluid when you ain't got no brakes. You only change your brakes when you don't stop. And even then, you keep pushing it until it starts squealing and it gets on your nerves, so then you go change your brakes. You don't change your oil till your car starts knocking. But to me, that was cool as crap. But anyway, so such store, what they're going to do now is, like I said, you go in there, you scan everything. You put it in your buggy. You go up to the little greeter at the front door, and they start bagging everything. Once they're done bagging it, they done scanning it, then your process is done. You go on out the door. So, just FYI, it's coming. It's gonna be there really soon. And another thing they're doing is, they went away with the price gun on the shelves. And they did away with those a few years ago, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. But what they're doing now is scanning everything to a rack. So say it's, if you look at, your app, if you have their app, it says your product's on aisle whatever. 1A, 2A, shelf whatever. It's there. So what they're going to do now is there'll be a robot. They're trying to get a robot to help put things together. And what this robot will do is it scans the item and it goes around and it puts it on the shelf. So that's another thing coming. I mean, it's going to be at certain places. It ain't going to be everywhere. They got to check it out first to see if it works out. But there's another place that's already using it. But it's just, to me, you can say what you want to, but I like going in. I like talking to the meat cutter. I like talking to the person at the bakery. I like talking to the person at electronics to make sure what I'm getting is what I want. I like talking to the person at the front door who talks back to me. I like talking to a cashier. I like getting my correct change. I like the fact of knowing there's enough change for me to get the stuff and go on. I like the fact of knowing that when I walk up with my debit or credit card, or if I don't have those, I have cash, that I can still use the machine or use the checkout. You know what I mean? Because how many of y'all have went to self-checkout and it's glowing a different color, and you can only use cash, or you can only use credit, or you can only use debit? And how many of y'all have gotten used to the cash back feature, and guess what? It's out of money, so you can't get cash back. Or it's not using debit cards, so you can't get cash back. So, I mean, you got a few people who do not want to deal with somebody else. And then you've got people who steal so much that a company can no longer make money. Or the company's just getting greedy as crap, and it's like, okay, well, we can give people, everybody's got smartphones these days, so we can give them the power of doing their own work. That's another thing I don't like about self-checkout. You scan an item, it goes in. You scan another item, it goes in. Then what do you get? Item does not weigh right in bagging area. You did not bag this item. This item was bagged wrong. This item does not do this. This item does not do that. Pick this letter. Choose that number. I just want to put my stuff on a conveyor belt. Hey, how you doing? Pay my money and go on about my business. But you got these people who are buttholes who don't want to deal with people. Oh, why they got to check my receipt? Why they got to do this? Because it might not be you. It might be your kids. It might be your neighbor. And it might be your best friend who is stealing shit from there. And you know it. Man, all I'm saying is, if you don't like this store now, you're damn sure not going to like it in the future. Oh, anyway, y'all have a good night.